Today, I want to talk to you about a tool that I use pretty much every day that I think everybody else should be using too, and that is called 1Password. So, if you think about it, just about anything we do these days online requires a login, and so it's not uncommon for people to have hundreds of logins that they've created over time that they will need at various times. And when you get up to that many logins, it's pretty much impossible to remember them in your head. So, what a lot of people do is they'll either use the same login for multiple accounts, which is not what I recommend, it's not a secure option at all, or they'll use a little bit of variety in their logins, but they can never remember which one is which. And so you may find yourself trying 5 or 6 different combinations trying to log into an account, and maybe you get locked out or you have to reset your password. And if you're finding yourself doing that multiple times over the course of a day or week, that those few minutes can really add up. So 1Password has been a huge savior for me in terms of taking all that information out of my brain and putting it somewhere secure and convenient for me to access. So I'm going to show you how to get started with 1Password. So I've got the app on my phone, which the app itself is free. And when you first sign up, it's going to have you create a master password for your 1Password account, and then you can also set up a PIN code so you don't have to type in your long password each time. So I just set up a dummy PIN code for this demonstration. Please don't use 1234 in real life. So here's my account, and I've got, as you can see, close to 100 logins in there already, and I'm sure I'm probably have missed some. And then the great thing about 1Password is you can also put in a couple different other types of information. So if you've got something that you want to keep secure but it doesn't really follow a certain format, you can put it in a secure note. So this would be a good spot for like a locker combination or something like that, or a social security number maybe. You can put in credit cards, and then you can also put in identification cards like a passport or driver's license. So I'm going to show you how you can add a new one. So you just hit the plus up top and choose which category you're going to create. We're just going to create a regular old login for this demonstration. And then you want to enter in the account. So if it's a common service or account, 1Password probably already knows about it. If not, it'll just create a generic one after you type it in. I'm going to show you an example with Podio, which 1Password knows. So then once it finds the account, or once you type it in, then it will ask for your username. So I'll put in my email. And then password. So if you've got your password created already, just type in what it is. Again, please don't use password in real life as your password. Or if you want a more secure password, 1Password can do that for you. So all you would have to do is click generate new password, and it makes one for you. And you can change that slider if you want it to be more or fewer characters. And then once you're done, you just hit save, and your login is created. And if you need to look at your password later, the default is that it hides it for you. Just tap on the password and you can reveal it. Then when you're done, hit conceal. So then once it's in there, it's stored, but the beauty of 1Password is that will also help you with populating the passwords. So if I go to my Podio app and log in, a lot of apps, more and more, are starting to get integrated with 1Password. So you can see anytime you see that little keyhole icon, there's an integration there. So I'm just going to tap that and select the 1Password integration. And each time you do this, each time you navigate out of the 1Password app, you're going to have to put in the PIN code to log back in. And I've got 2 logins in there because I had my real one and the one that I just created as an example. So I'm going to use the real one. And you can see it just populates it in and logs in for you. And now I'm in, which is great. And of course, if the service or account you're using is not integrated with 1Password yet, then you can just manually enter it, but at least you've got it stored in 1Password, so you can just log in there and find what it is and copy and paste. Additionally, you can use it in your browser. So this is my Chrome app, and this is the Podio login page. So all you need to do is click those little 3 dots in the top right of the screen, and then the little box with the arrow. And in the second row here, you can see my 1Password icon. If this is going to be your first time using it, you're going to have to add it there. So you just click on the More icon and then change your slider for 1Password to be on. So then select that once again, enter in your PIN code, select your login, and you're logged in. Boom. So now if I didn't have that, I'd probably still be trying various password combinations and trying to get logged in, which I have done before. And it's not fun. So 1Password has been a huge, huge time saver for me. And so I'd really recommend that you download the app and just try it out. And if you like it, then you can upgrade. They've got a great desktop application that you can use on your computer, along with a Chrome extension. So you can just double click on the login in the application and it will open up that tab in your browser and log you in. Or if you're already on the web page, you can just click the extension up in the menu and it will populate your login for you. And then they've also got some other cool features, like you can create separate vaults for different groups of passwords. If you want to give some people access to a few of your passwords, like if you have an assistant working for you or you want to give a family member access to something. They have a lot of cool features for that. So I highly recommend trying out 1Password.